Hi, kids. We're drinking vodka tonight. I'm going to tell you why. One of my online artist friends, Nat Bradley Art, at Nat Bradley Art on Instagram. He's also on YouTube, so I will remember to post a link. All the links. So I've been watching Nat's ongoing series, short films, remote viewing sessions is the name of it. And, when it's all said and done, this will all kind of run together as like a feature film, so to speak. Oh man, I would love to see it in the theater. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to see that. It's great on my TV. I like to bring up YouTube on my TV and play it at least, 46 inches. So, in the most recent episode, which I'll probably run with my ads, a link to it. Carter, the main character, who's the remote viewer. If you don't know about remote viewing, you're going to have to go back and listen to some old Art Bell episodes, or look it up on Wikipedia. I would recommend old Art Bell episodes. Top of my head's all cut off. So Carter, he's like going to stop by the liquor store, kind of like Murph the Clown stops by the liquor store. And he's kind of disenchanted at this point in the series with what's going on with the powers that be that are trying to get him to find information. And he's going to stop by the liquor store and drink himself to sleep. And he's hoping to see the twins the twin sisters in his sleep. So, I looked at these twin sisters and I'm like, well, I wouldn't mind if they visited me in my sleep. So I asked Nat, I said, Nat, what's he going to get at the liquor store to make these twins visit in sleep? Everything else I got, the loneliness, the liquor store, it's all there. I don't have twin sisters visiting in my sleep. And Nat said vodka. I'm like, okay, I got vodka. Look at this. This is a vodka martini. Yeah. 2-1. What was that? I just saw balloons. 2-1. Vodka martini, 3 olives. I might go 2 next time because I'm on a diet. Now you might say, Murph, are you drinking that expensive imported vodka? No, I'm not. I'm drinking Smirnoff. And I'm going to tell you why. Back in the 80s, my friends and I decided to try a little taste test to see which was best. And there's been a bunch come out since then, the Grey Goose and there's others. But we had, I'm not going to name names, but we had like the Russian vodka of the time and like one from Sweden and I don't know, maybe another one. And then we had the Smirnoff, the $12, well, God, back then it was probably $7, but the $13 bottle of Smirnoff. So we're all doing this blind taste test with these little cups, and we got the saltines and everything. You cleanse our palate, and one of us picked the Swedish vodka, and the other 2 of us both picked Smirnoff as the best tasting vodka. So I'm not going to spend $40 on a bottle of vodka, especially when I typically put gin in something that calls for vodka. And I'll spend money on gin, believe me. But when it comes to vodka, if in a blind taste test I'm picking Smirnoff, that's what I'm going to buy for $12. Da, 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 da. Hi, kids. Welcome to the Late Night Picture Show. Thanks for enduring my little cold open there. But I really want you to watch that show. So tonight we have a Lucio Fulci double feature. And I know a lot of you kids are fans of Lucio Fulci. In fact, Coop, who, helps out with the show, huge fan. So tonight we're going to start with his favorite, Zombie. We are going to eat you. So this was known as Zombie 2 in Europe. Zombie with, take off the E, Zombie 2. Because Lucio Fulci's first venture into zombie films was redoing Day of the Dead? I think Day of the Dead for European release. The Dead Are Among Us. Jerry Gross presents Zombies, starring Tisa Farrow. Headlining. Look at that. Ian McCulloch. Richard Johnson. Al Cliver. And, yeah. Kind of a cool poster. Instantly recognizable. Oh. It landed on my suitcase full of junk. This is Zombie, aka Zombie 2, which we just covered. 1979 Variety Films. 1979. Wow. I was like 14. Director Lucio Fulci, we already covered this. Mia Farrow's sister, Tisa Farrow. Okay, an empty boat sails into New York, and the harbor police respond. They board the ghost ship and find suspicious circumstances: uneaten food, a human hand, and a zombie. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I actually wrote that here. That's literature. Well, it's not literature. It's official film critic language. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Next thing I know, Anne Farrow and Peter McCulloch are bugging a vacationing couple, Brian and Susan, to take them to some island in the Caribbean where Anne's father was last heard from. So we follow this. We get there, and we follow this with a little underwater TNA and a brush with a sea-dwelling zombie. Yes, we've encountered underwater zombies, and honestly, that's pretty cool. The foursome eventually finds the right island, only to find it plagued with the living dead. A doctor, Menard, has been tending to the infected and shooting them in the head when they die to prevent them from coming back to life. We all know this is like straight, flesh-eating zombie lore by this point. Menard tells Anne the awful truth about her father. And I'm not going to spill. You already know. Before our friends can get settled, the zombies from the other side of the island, apparently there were more over there than here, well, they make their way over, and yeah, they're kind of all over the place. Our friends stumble their way back to the church, losing Susan and Brian along the way, and join the doc and his nurse in a last stand against the ever-increasing number of zombies. Yeah, Charlie's here tonight. I'm shooting early. Okay. This was a real gem. Spanish conquistadors from the 15th and 16th century rising from their graves, crusty flesh and worms still feeding on them. Now, I'm no forensic specialist, but we're talking about like, what, 400 or 500 years? And the maggots are still feeding? No, they're not. Then the end, and I have to say that the end ruined the film for me a little bit. I mean, otherwise we had a movie that was on par with like Slave of the Cannibal God, at the very least. But at the end we have the city, New York City, a big city overrun by zombies, you know, like thousands of them walking, well, kind of gimping across the Brooklyn Bridge. But there's cars zooming back and forth on the deck below. I guess I have to assume that the cars were driven by zombies who had a driver's license. Maybe you can get some kind of zombie driver's license? I don't know. But I'm going to be honest, this kind of blew it for me. Oh boy, I wrote here. Maybe two. But you know what? If I forgive the ending and consider that we've got Mia Farrow's sister in the movie, I'm going to go 3. It's a 3-ring circus on feature 1 tonight. Now be sure and stay tuned because we've got another Lucio Fulci great coming up right after this. But we're probably going to need another vodka martini. Should I say it? Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves another vodka martini so we can see those twin sisters.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.